Hey guys, I've got a new phone here that I'm doing my videos with. I'm not sure how it's going to work out. Believe it or not, I lost my, I call it, or well, my wife and I both call it a play phone. It's not really connected where you can call somebody or anything. I just use it to make videos, so I've misplaced it and I don't know where it's at. My wife and I went to the dentist yesterday in another town, and I'm not sure if it slipped out of my pocket or really what has happened. So anyway, I've called the dentist office to ask them if they might have found a phone in one of their chairs I was sitting in. No such luck. So I've looked all over, and the only thing I can come to conclusion wise is that it fell out of my pocket and maybe fell on the ground, and I didn't hear it fall. So but anyway, so I'm doing this little test video to see how this one's going to do. So if it doesn't turn out too good, please forgive me. I'll delete it or whatever. Tell you what I've done today though, after coming back from the dentist yesterday, which took up a good part of the day, and running some errands. Wound up getting out my '84 Silverado truck, and you know, I told you when I was over at Tim's, when I drove Dookie down there, that I had to go buy some new tires. Well, you know, you still got to pay that stupid tire discard, recycling, whatever you want to call it. So I had to pay that, but I kept my old tires is what I'm getting at. And I went and picked them up in this truck, and I took them to my buddy's at B&B Garage, and I'm going to see if he can help me out by selling them for me. They're 18s, so hopefully that'll turn out good. It was a matching set of Michelin's, but they had some wear on them, but it's good enough for a good used tire for somebody. So come back from that and had to go buy some more lug nuts for a big turd, and boy, they're proud of lug nuts, aren't they? Phew, man. Cheapest I found was well, let me back up. I got really lucky. I found some on clearance, believe it or not, and because they're going to a different brand of lug nut, and so I got some about half the price. But 20 lug nuts, you know, just regular chrome acorn lug nuts, was going to be like, the cheapest I found was $63. Well, probably 65 with tax, give or take, and that's a lot of dang money to me. So I'm real fortunate that I found some on clearance to take to Tim's, and we're just gonna kind of go from there. And I'm still had a lot of people inquire here in my town and everything about that 62 Super Sport. I'm still thinking about that. Still thinking about it. Might be something might come up. I'm not really sure, but we'll just see what happens. I don't know. Anyway, I've always loved 62s. That's one of my favorite cars, and hopefully maybe Tim and I can work something out. Be sure to check him out. It's Gas Axe Chop Shop on Facebook. Of course, I can't get Facebook. I'm not connected to anything really. So anyway, check him out on Facebook, and tell him, if you leave a message, say you heard about him on Primer is Best. He's really an amazing guy. I like him a whole lot. He's a really good friend. So anyway, might do some thinking, Tim and I. Let y'all kind of figure that one out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping something good will happen. I really don't need another project, that's for sure. But as I said, I'm a nut for 62, 61, all of them really, but I'm really like 61s and 62s. I've never had a 61, but I always seem to like 57 Chevy trucks. I've had 4 of them. They always seem to follow me home, and 62s do as well. We'll see what happens on this. But anyway, I'll be back over at Tim's one day later this week, and I'll give you an update. He's ordering a lowering kit and for it, and gonna put all new front end on Big Turd underneath it, all new front end, and shocks and the whole 9 yards, all new brakes and all that. So earlier this year when I painted the utility bed for him, that kind of comes into play just a little bit too, but I'm still going to be owing Tim. So we'll just see how this comes out. Hopefully to come out pretty good where I can still live here and all that stuff. Anyway, as I said, I'm just checking out this phone. I hope it works out good, and I can use it till I come up with something else, or maybe somebody discovers who owns the phone and gives it back or something. Or I really don't know where it's at, but makes me, like my wife told me last night, she said, aren't you glad you didn't get one of those new smartphones? She said if you'd have lost it, you'd have really been out.